CPI data came out in our favor, and we have yet to see the market price that in. It's your boy Crypto Millie, back with another one. Every day I talk about crypto, and I want to talk about the altcoin market. And I want to clear a few things up because I did see the comments in my last video. First and foremost, when I say top 100, right, I'm talking about coins that's listed on centralized exchanges, right? I know a lot of people will say, well, there's not as much potential in the top 100, and that's right there. I would never argue that, but I will say that even in the top 100 to 200, like Moondang, Nero, right? You can still find some projects that have higher market caps but are listed on centralized exchanges. And the important thing to note here is when you get this liquidity rotation, more times than not, we see the retail come into crypto and go straight into these top coins, right? These coins that are listed on centralized exchanges because they are easily accessible. So I want to make that clear, right? But I also said in the video that it's important to find what type of investor you are going to be in crypto, because crypto can be the wild west, right? It can be very volatile, right? You can be very rewarding, and it can mess up everything, right? So just keep that in mind. Always practice risk management and be responsible with your allocations and how you go about finding those crypto coins. And again, you can do what you want to do. I'm not here to per se, and let me actually mute this, but I'm not here to per se tell you whether or what type of market or what type of tokens you need to be buying. You have to go through your journey and kind of figure out what type of investor you are, right? And let me know in the comments, are you more of a degen? Are you more of a less volatile crypto buyer? You like altcoins, utility tokens, you like meme coins? Let me know what your favorite narrative, what type of investor you are. Do you buy blue chips? Do you buy micros? I'd love to know everybody's opinion. And the engagement really helps with the algorithms, guys. So please comment. All right, and ignore all the scam con. I don't know where those guys came from. All right, so let's go into what's happening here with BTC, because we did get that inflation reading that did come out, which was good, right? Inflation for April comes out below expectations, right? The expectations was 2.4. We got a reading of 2.3, right? So this kind of further confirms Jay Powell's thesis as the market continues to be strong. I mean, excuse me, the economy continues to be strong. So there's no need to really cut rates right now, right? We can continue to pause this thing out. Most than likely, we get another pause now in July. So I guess the market is trying to price in those final rate cuts, September, October, and December. If the Fed sticks to their, thesis here, where they said they're going to cut 3 times this year. Well, we're running out of time, right? We are running out of time, right? So we should get some easing for the September meeting, the October meeting, and the December meeting. Seeing that June and July looks like we could get 2 more pauses. And I know a lot of people don't like this, but again, this is not actually necessarily bad because it shows you that the economy is strong and nothing bad is happening where people are just, oh my God, it's the end of the world, 2008, right? Because then that would be really really harsh for the liquidity aspect of crypto. Yeah, we would get easing. Yeah, we will get that QE that everything. And again, and QE is happening, right? It's literally happening silently. I forgot what I posted the other day where I was like, oh, this is a form of QE. But Bitcoin versus global M2 is now lagging. It's now going through an 80-day lag, right? So now a lot of people are saying that we can get this next leg up with BTC, and this next leg up can send us somewhere between all-time high, which would be 108 and 160K, guys. And you got to imagine if Bitcoin goes to 160K, we will see that altcoin rally once we see Bitcoin dominance start to really decrease and capitulate here. So if this is true, right, you can see that right here, Bitcoin is at like 102, 101, 103. And the global M2 has exploded. So it's a good chance that we see that liquidity start to roll into risk on assets, guys. So just keep that in mind. All right. Keep that in mind that this correction is not necessarily a bad thing. You got to think about all of the people that wanted to buy the dip a few weeks ago that missed out on the dip. Maybe they didn't get their paychecks. Maybe they just didn't have it. Maybe they wanted to buy the dip, but they didn't trust the market at this time. I would expect a lot of those sideliners to take advantage of this dip in this correction here. And then I expect the market to start pricing in those 3 rate cuts, right? Which could be insane for the altcoin market, right? Dubai partners with crypto.com to accept crypto for government services. We even seen a partnership here, a deal being closed here, strategic economic partnership between Saudi Arabia and U.S. Right? These are good things that's happening, guys. Right? Bhutan becomes the first country to fully integrate crypto into tourism, partnering with Binance Pay, accepting 100 plus cryptocurrencies for flights, hotels, visas, shopping. Adoption is happening. Adoption for retail purposes is happening. Right? Salute to the Zabet community ZBCN, because I think payment DeFi is actually a slept on narrative, just like I believe robotics, physical robotics, is going to be an emerging narrative, right? Big fan, big fan. Again, I did just drop in the Patreon Alex Becker's new tokens that he just bought. So if you want exclusive content and you want to be a part of our Patreon, where I have a wallet tractor, it's been rough the last few months, right? I want to make it clear, like, just no one's been buying crypto. Like, those guys wasn't buying crypto, right? They did, like, we tracked their wallets. If they was doing it on some solid wallets, but they wasn't buying crypto, right? But now we're starting to see those buys come in. And Alex Becker, as of a few days ago, just recently bought some new low cap gems on ETH, right? So we are seeing ETH come back around, and now we're starting to see specifically, you could look at the views going up on YouTube. You can start to see KOL starting to get a little bit more bullish. They're back buying cryptocurrency. Marketing deals are coming in. This is all an example of the bottom forming, right? And we're getting ready potentially for a next leg up. It is important to note we do have critical warnings here, but they're not as, it's like the market already priced this stuff in, right? They've already priced this stuff in. The market is forward thinking, so they're looking for the next catalyst. We're getting some motion here from the stock market, which again, crypto as of late has decoupled from the stock market. Now you see in the stock market kind of like get back above these moving averages, and crypto is correct. So again, I still believe that crypto is aligned with risk on assets like traditional stocks and tech stocks, but we're slowly starting to see the cryptocurrency market go from this infant stage to slowly maturing into a toddler, right? It's not an adult, it's not a teen, it's just a toddler, right? And we're getting there. The VIX has absolutely capitulated and is back at 17. You remember how the market was when the VIX was at 59.60. So again, like in hindsight or retrospect, however you tend to view it, the best time to have bought, right, is buying into this pain. This is what we learned. We learned a lesson here. We learned, like, okay, when the VIX starts to fly, it's going to be hurtful. It's going to be painful. It's going to feel like you're putting your money into a black hole, and bad things can only happen. But anybody who did buy those dips here when the volatility swing to the upside here, legendary buy, and now you're starting to see those rewards as the VIX has now capitulated. And we also was paying attention to the DXY. So the economy not doing as bad, right? I'm still, when I drive around, I'm still seeing like tons of jobs hiring, right? The thing is, right, do people want to work these days? I think that's, just breaking that laziness that we got into when we got into the whole 2020 thing. Everybody became lazy, getting this money. They don't want to do nothing. We're trying to really get back to what made the States great, right? And that's a strong work ethic, right? And I'm still seeing tons of jobs hiring. Now, if they're, if employees are coming around, that could be an argument, right? But people are hiring, and you know what I mean? There is opportunity out there. So there's no excuses why you can't go out and have a work ethic, have that type of hustle to prepare yourself for these generational opportunities. If you truly believe that crypto as a new infant asset can only mature and appreciate from here, right? And we're starting to see it from multiple laws, the government, I think Trump just was shilling another coin he got coming called the Truth Coin. It should be here within the next 1 or 2 weeks. Who knows? People keep saying 72 hours. It still hasn't happened. Who knows? But he does have Trump coin. So you're starting to see that adoption. From that, just stating those things, stating the obvious from that point of view. And we said how things were going to cool off a little bit, but the TVL here, we don't want to see it get kind of, stopped out here and rejected at this neckline. We want to see that TVL DEX TVL to continue to go up as the global M2 goes up. So that's what you want. You want DEX, you want on-chain volume going up. You want everything, right? You want everything to go up. You can see that the DEX on-chain volume is going up as people are feeling a little bit more euphoric to put their money into risk on assets. And of course, the stablecoin market cap continues to just soar, right? This thing is on a parabolic rise because everybody is adopting stablecoins, right? Banks, institutions, Visa, MasterCard, they're partnering with these stablecoins because they know that we are in the age of digital assets, right? And I name dropped a few tokens on my last video, like Pythia, AXGT, Landwolf, Jesus Coin. Like it's so many, guys. Can't give you a top 3 coins because things change in crypto too quickly. You have to go out there and do your research, right? And if you don't have time to do your research, you can just keep it simple, right? Keep it simple by buying blue chips, solid blue chips that you can hold over time, and your money will be fine. So with that being said, the CPI is a nothing burger. The market at some point will price these 3 federal rate cuts. If it already has it, I don't know. Y'all let me know if you feel like the market has already priced this in. Like I said a few days ago, I did drop my favorite tile subnets that I actually hold in the Patreon and also the J5 Council. So that's pretty much my thoughts for today. Again, I'm not looking at this correction in no negative way. I do not think that we're going to have that double top, headed into the bear market. I think that we have the momentum. We have the catalyst. The liquidity is starting to rise. We have everything that we need to really, really close this thing out with a bang, right? If this next leg up is going to be the last leg up before we have sort of like a rocky 2026, we literally have everything we need to close this year out with a bang. Let me know in the comments, will we get altcoin season, guys, by the end of the year? I would love to know. And that would require Bitcoin dominance to capitulate and Ethereum to break into price discovery at all-time highs. Anywho, I got skin in the game. Salute to anybody that does. If you're on the sideline, this could be an optimal opportunity, not financial advice. But again, take in consideration some of the risk and critical warnings that we do have as far as macro wins. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you in the next one.